Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. It's a little bit cold out here, but I wanted to do this video for you guys on exactly how I have my truck set up for work, because I get a lot of questions on how many tools I've got in it, the different setup that I have, how can you fit everything in a bed. Yeah, I've fit everything in my truck that I used to have in my Econo van that I would use every day for work. So I want to go over with you guys exactly how I've got it set up. There's not a whole lot of videos on how to set up a truck for the trades, so I figured I'd go over that with you guys so you can kind of get an idea if you'd like to move into a truck. Actually, I think it's much more convenient, at least for me, because I pull a lot of heavy trailers. So let's get into it. So first, guys, I want to give you a little bit of a backstory on exactly what I use the truck for and what my job is, so you can understand if this is something that might be perfect for you, if you hate driving a van every day, kind of like I did. First thing being, I needed something that could pull trailers. So if you'll notice, I got the 6.7 Power Stroke. I also needed something that could haul at least 2 other guys with me out to the job site. So I got the 4-door, and then I also got the Tremor because I heard that it rode a little bit better, and being here in the north, I really care about a smooth riding vehicle. And my dad has basically the same truck, but not a Tremor, and I would agree that Tremor does ride ever so slightly better. So those things were really important to me. Then the Tremor, if you'll notice here, the Tremor step that was here stuck out way up here, and that, I mean, I'm a 6'3" guy, and that's like a pretty good size step, so not super comfortable. I did a little bit of research. This is the standard amp research step that you can get on the truck from the factory. It didn't come on mine because I bought mine used, but I figured out that you can put it on after the fact, and it works with the doors perfectly. As soon as you open the door, it comes down, which I put it down for you guys, and then goes back up underneath. So super nice, love those steps, super great addition to the truck. Doesn't feel like I'm climbing into it so much anymore. So that part's really great. Another couple things aesthetically that I did to the truck, or that I really wanted, I should say, is number one, the running lights at the top, or roof lights. I just don't like the look of trucks without them, so I really wanted that. I really wanted the LED lights just because I think they look cool. You don't have to have them, but they look cool. And if you're spending this kind of money on a truck, I just figured might as well get exactly what I wanted, so that I don't feel, 2 years from now have buyer's remorse, as they say. I also really wanted a tonneau cover, and the tonneau cover was really important to me because I have so many tools in here. I really wanted a hardtop one. Thankfully, this truck came with a lot of these features. Really, the only thing that I had to add to this truck was the steps. Everything else came exactly the way that I wanted. It even came with something really nice, which I didn't even know existed. This step back here for getting up and accessing what's in your bed really nice and easily. So that was a super nice feature that I didn't even know what the truck had, along with the camera system. The camera system that's on the truck has, surround cameras, has the lines dashed out here with an overhead view, so you can make sure that you're in your parking spot nice and square. Not something you have to have, but it is nice. So this is the actual setup inside the cab, and this is what's most important, at least to me, because of course you can get a lot of tools in the back, but you need to be able to get some extra parts and whatnot in the back of the truck itself. But I still need to be able to haul 2 guys and myself to a job site. So this setup is only on this half of the truck. The seat on the other side is still open for someone to sit there. This deck, however, does go all the way across, because I'll show you guys this later, but this is all modular. So what happens is I can take this off, take this off. This base plate for Milwaukee pack out is screwed only to here. I pull this pin here, I pull another pin on the other side, and then this deck comes right out of here, and the seat can fold down, and all of a sudden I have a fully functional truck. The only thing that's mounted here permanently is this, which again stays underneath the seat. And the way that I did that is just by a cable here, mounting it directly to this. And I've had this in here for now quite a while, so I haven't had any issues with it. It's not like it's only been a week or two. I've used this quite well, as I'm sure you can see. I set my lunch pail right here every morning that my beautiful wife packs for me, and then I set my gallon jug of water right there, and that little piece of plywood just holds the jug in place from scooting all over the place because it kept tipping over on me. So works super well. So let me show you guys how I pull this out really quickly, and how quickly my truck goes from being able to haul 2 guys and myself, so 3 total, to hauling everybody that you could normally haul along with the fact that I can still fit in my pipe 1.5 and 2 inch and my levels in here. And then of course over here I have a towel because sometimes I have to go swimming at work, which is great, but usually don't get to. And then I've got a tow strap here to tow somebody out or myself out, I guess, if I got stuck. So anyways, let me pull this out and I'll time it and see how fast I can get the seats back to normal. So not quite as fast as I thought. It took me a whole 45 seconds to get the seat looking just like this. So super, super quick and easy. Now I will show you guys the deck that I actually built. So again, all I had to do is pull this here. The seat slides up. This is just a camera and that's my jumper cables. You guys can see here, I'll bring you inside. So this is what the deck actually looks like. And again, that goes all the way across to the other side. However, you might say, oh man, that's sticking out. You could really hurt yourself. Well, if you slide that there, it's well underneath the seat. So again, absolutely no problem getting 3 other people back here, even with that being permanently mounted there. So very quick and easy. Fold this up and then I'm gonna grab that deck. So that's what the bottom side of the deck looks like. You can see I've just notched everything to fit nicely. And then you have the Milwaukee pack out thing sticking out on the side because it does just sit over here. On this side, it does not screw in so that I can quickly detach it and move it. And no, I do not have any problems with things moving around, and all my drawers and things that are in the drawers are extremely tight and packed in, so I don't have a lot of noise while I'm going down the road, which is nice because that stuff really bothers me. So anyways, just throwing this deck down in here, super easy. Just slide it in between those little clips here. So you can see there, just hit it in there and it's flush on the other side. I'm going to stick that pin in and stick this pin in, and then it will be fully in and nice and tight. Can't move around. And it's really that simple, guys. I also added this little hole here, and that's just so I can pull it out easily and grab it. But it truly is that simple. And then you can see on the other side that I still have that entire seat room, and then even a little bit of room beyond the seat. So a lot of times the other guys with me will throw their lunch pails right here in this area, and then they can sit on those other 2 seats. And I can still get 2 guys, myself, and a lot of tools, and pretty much everything that I had in my van, I've got in here. Just have to get a little bit creative and build some things out. So let's move back to the bed, and I'll show you guys what I've done to the bed to accommodate more stuff also. So this tailgate's pretty standard. The tonneau cover is a hard tonneau cover directly from Ford. Again, it came with the truck. It was actually on the build sheet that I got from the previous owner who I bought it from. Now this cover, I would honestly say, is a lot better than the standard tonneau covers you see that are hard tops. It just seems way heavier than all the other ones that I've seen. Of course, you can say that that's a bad thing, but I kind of like the weight. It just seems like it's going to last me a really long time. So I like it a lot. So you'll notice, guys, I have a lot of Milwaukee stuff. It's very helpful to keep my bed organized. Of course, I am always in need of space. You'll see the end here. Of course, I do have extra space. I try to do that because a lot of times I grab the laser, just different things that I need for that specific day. And so I need extra space that I can throw things in here. So all of my tools cannot take up all of my bed space. So back here in this Milwaukee box, of course I order everything on what I use the least in the front of the truck or the back of the bed. These, I have like grinder and caulk, my grinder and caulk in here. This is my Milwaukee pack out shop vac, which I use super often. That's an awesome tool. I would recommend anybody get one of those. Just super impressive and super compact. I've got my jigsaw in here, and then in this big black box, I have like my extension cords, my hose, because my sump pump, paint. I have, markers, paint in there. I have pretty much everything that's big and clunky. Oh yeah, my roller for seeing how far away the property line is from the pool so that we don't get in zoning problems. Basically everything that's big and bulky in there that likes to roll around. I have another Husky bag right here that I don't really use a whole lot. That has a bunch of stuff like my clamps right here, which I use for things like straightening the pool walls, things like that. But again, only use them every once in a while. Don't need them every day. That's what those bags are for. Here, of course, I have, I have some extra things that I just need to install on a saw, but here I've got a lot of my plumbing stuff. I have some building things like long tapes here and just random things that I use. Also more paint in there. And then of course in my bucket here, I keep all of my glue, cleaner, tape, rags, things like that to clean up a mess and to also plumb. And then back here, which you guys can't see it super well there, but I have actually a double stacked Milwaukee box, and that is for all of my small things, such as I have a ton of different types of screws in there. I have a bunch of parts to fix different pool equipment like heaters, pumps, filters. I have a bunch of parts in there. I have a bunch of electrical supplies because a lot of times we're altering different things and I just need different supplies for different things. Of course, with pools, it just seems like you have to be kind of a jack of all trades. You have to know some electrical, you have to know some plumbing, quite a lot of plumbing more so, but you have to know structural things. You get to do concrete. You pretty much get to do almost everything. Dirt work, I mean, it's literally just about everything. So setting up this truck to be able to do all of that was kind of hard, to be honest with you guys. So if you're just, let's say, doing one profession, such as a plumber or being an electrician, I really think that you could probably set up your truck to be able to do that. The only thing you might need, like for instance, if you're a plumber, you might need a trailer, or you might need a rack in the back to put your 10-foot sticks of pipe. Or if you're an electrician, you might need a rack up top for ladders. I know a lot of our electricians have ladders like crazy on all their vehicles. I get that. I'm not saying everybody can do it. I'm just telling you guys how I do it so that you guys can maybe see, oh yeah, that's feasible. Well guys, that's a wrap for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, give a thumbs up and a subscribe. If you are considering moving to a truck, you can definitely do it. Trust me, I thought I was gonna have zero space and really struggle constantly not having the right stuff. I've actually done it for a year now, and it's just been such a great move. It's super convenient for me, hooking onto trailers and not having to switch vehicles to a truck that we had to be able to pull those trailers. So just super nice for me. If you wanna do it, you can do it. Just gotta get a little bit creative. Maybe put some tools in the back like I did. Who knows? You'll figure it out, I'm sure. Other than that, guys, Happy New Year and have a great week.